Welcome to Lay's Little Golden Books. I hope you all enjoyed today's story, and perhaps one day when your kids are grown, they will share these timeless stories with their own children. Thomas and Friends, Thomas's Night Before Christmas by R. Schuyler Hook. Created by Britt Allcraft. A Little Golden Book. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the yard the engines were restless, and sleeping was hard. Their stockings, still empty from the glimpses they stole, would soon, they all hoped, be brimming with coal. Percy was dreaming, his smile it was bright, of a shiny new headlamp to guide him at night. Even Sir Topham had stayed in the shed, with thoughts of Christmas a whirl in his head. Then out in the yard there arose such a clatter. Soon all were awake to see what was the matter. Out rolled the engines on the rails and the floor, as Sir Topham himself threw open the door. The moon shining bright on the new fallen snow made night seem like day to the engines below. And what to 9 pairs of eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. And the little old driver, who was surely Saint Nick, he didn't look well. In fact, he looked sick. His reindeer were gliding, but seemed to be slow, and the driver mumbled the names that we know. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen. This old elf has the flu. Oh my, I need fixin'. To the top of the shed, to the top of the wall, we've got to land quickly. Oh, darn, dash it all. So down to the yard the 8 of them dropped, and the sleigh and the driver and reindeer all stopped. Saint Nick's cheeks were red, but something seemed funny. His eyes didn't sparkle, his nose it was runny. Sir Topham, he said, a sad look on his face, I cannot go on. You must take my place. Sir Hatt shook his head. I can't, for I fear, while I know about trains, I know nothing of deer. Trains are perfect, said Nick. I'm sure they'll do fine. Bust your buffers, my friends, and get in a line. And faster than diesels the engines they came. Santa whistled a new list and called each by name. Now Thomas, now Percy, now Gordon, James too, Edward and Henry, Bill, Ben, I need you. These toys must be taken to each girl and boy. I know you can do it. Deliver great joy. Nick turned to Sir Topham and said, One thing more. Your dress coat won't do. It's really a bore. He pulled out a red one, and to no one's surprise, that coat, it turned out to be just the right size. And now you would bet that Saint Nick had a twin, except for the beard on one rounded chin. And while Nick wore a cap trimmed with fur on his head, Sir Topham Hatt's top hat had holly instead. But night was still passing as children all slept, so, giving a nod, up Sir Topham Hatt leapt. As the engines gained speed, seeming almost to fly, from his seat in the sleigh, Sir Hatt gave a loud cry. My friends, we are needed. I'm feeling quite fine. We'll be really useful and, yes, right on time. So all across Sodor they raced on their way, 8 steaming engines pulling one gift-filled sleigh. And we heard on the wind as they puffed out of sight, "Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night." B.